Welcome to CryptoCast Daily, your fast track to today's biggest crypto stories. Like and subscribe to stay ahead in the market. Here are the top highlights shaping the crypto market today. Metaplanet shares jump after key amendments. Holders of Trump's crypto token targeted by hackers in phishing exploit. XRP's spinning bottom hints at recovery rally as BTC takes out descending trendline. Nasdaq-listed crypto exchange group Coincheck buys regulated prime broker Aplo. Record margin data in Chinese stocks signals risk on momentum for global markets and Bitcoin. Bitcoin floats around $110,000 as traders look toward Friday data for upside. Bitcoin long-term holders spend 97K BTC in largest one-day move of 2025. Op_cat isn't my invention. It's Satoshi's, says Bruce Liu as OPCAT_labs pushes to reboot Bitcoin's code. Trump-linked World Liberty Team floats Buyback-and-Burn plan as WLFI sinks. Ethereum to close its largest testnet, Holesky, after Fusaka upgrade. XRP set for higher prices as MACD nears potential bullish crossover. Dogecoin price analysis, 21 cents to 22 cents range forms as institutional flows spike. Asia morning briefing, Hex Trust CEO sees both promise and peril in Bitcoin treasury firms. Tokenized gold market tops $2.5 billion as the precious metal nears record highs. XRP price holds near $2.75 as analyst maps path between $2.40 risk and $3.70 upside. BNB slips below $860 as traders brace for U.S. jobs data. XLM plunges 5% in wild trading session before staging sharp recovery. HBAR shares drop 4% as institutional selling intensifies. Polygon leads crypto gains with 16% weekend surge as CoinDesk 20 index holds steady. Bitcoin's realized capitalization climbs to record high even as spot price drops. Stay tuned as we break down the details behind these headlines.
World Liberty financial token holders face losses beyond falling prices.
Hackers are exploiting a loophole tied to Ethereum's Pectra upgrade.
Security firms call this a classic EIP-7702 phishing exploit.
World Liberty Financial, the Donald Trump-linked token, began trading Monday.
The token anchors an ecosystem of branded cards and payment services.
After an initial price rise, World Liberty Financial has dropped to 24.27 cents.
The attack vector traces back to EIP-7702, a feature introduced in May.
This feature allows regular wallets to function like smart contract wallets. Coincheck, a Japanese cryptocurrency exchange listed on Nasdaq, has acquired Aplo, a French-regulated digital asset prime brokerage firm.
This acquisition will facilitate Coincheck's expansion into Europe.
The financial details of the deal were not disclosed.
Coincheck was established in Tokyo in 2014, originating from a Bitcoin wallet and payment company.
All outstanding shares of Aplo will be exchanged for Coincheck Group shares.
The transaction is expected to close in October 2025.
Aplo is registered with the French Autorité des Marchés Financiers as a digital asset service provider.
Aplo is also pursuing a full crypto asset service provider license under the European Union's market in crypto assets regulation.
Chinese investors have borrowed a record amount to buy local stocks.
This offers risk on queues to global markets, including cryptocurrencies.
Margin trades in China's onshore equity market reached 2.28 trillion yuan on Monday.
This surpasses the previous 2015 peak of 2.27 trillion yuan.
Margin trading involves borrowing money to purchase securities.
It represents leverage, reflecting investor risk appetite and confidence.
The Shanghai Composite Index has climbed 15% this year.
This outpaces the Standard & Poor's 500 index gain of roughly 10%. Bitcoin hovered around $110,000 on Tuesday morning.
This is notable as gold reached record highs, showing how crypto traders are reacting to the Federal Reserve.
Bitcoin rose 2.7% while Ether remained flat.
Other cryptocurrencies like XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin added more than 3%.
Gold, in contrast, jumped to $3,508 an ounce, exceeding its April record.
It is up over 30% this year, outperforming Bitcoin's 16% gain.
Traders point to Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's comments as a potential reason for this.
A weaker United States jobs market might lead to easing, and investors are seeking safer assets. Bruce Liu argues Bitcoin is currently underutilized, comparing it to a grounded jumbo jet.
He believes it has much more potential than it is currently allowed to do.
Lu, founder of OPCAT_Labs, proposes re-enabling the OP_CAT opcode in Bitcoin's code.
He says this would transform Bitcoin into programmable money, rivaling Ethereum and Solana.
OP_CAT would allow developers to concatenate data in scripts, unlocking various possibilities.
These include vaults, covenants, decentralized exchanges, and zero-knowledge proofs.
Lu emphasizes that OP_CAT is not new code, but rather Satoshi's original code that was disabled.
He states it was never deleted, only commented out.
World Liberty Financial, a project affiliated with the Trump family, proposes a buyback-and-burn program.
This program aims to increase confidence after a difficult start to trading.
The program will use fees from protocol-owned liquidity.
These fees come from platforms like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Solana.
World Liberty Financial is currently trading around 23 cents.
It is down 24% on the day, with a market cap of about $6.39 billion.
The buyback-and-burn program will permanently remove tokens from circulation.
The team believes this aligns long-term holders with the project goals.
Ethereum is replacing its largest testnet, Holesky, after 2 years of service.
The shutdown will occur 2 weeks after the Fusaka upgrade concludes later this year.
Client and infrastructure teams will then cease their support.
Fusaka is designed to make Ethereum rollups cheaper and faster.
Holesky launched in 2023 to stress-test Ethereum's proof-of-stake system.
It became the largest public testnet, used by thousands of validators.
Major upgrades like Denkun and Pectra were tested on Holesky first.
However, inactivity leaks after Pectra's activation caused validator issues.
Digital asset treasury companies, firms that hold Bitcoin, were a key topic at Bitcoin Asia in Hong Kong.
Corporate Bitcoin adoption presents both opportunities and risks.
Alessio Quaglini, CEO of Hex Trust, notes that while treasury holdings expose many to Bitcoin, leveraged strategies could destabilize the market.
He views public companies holding Bitcoin as indirect access for billions of investors.
However, he distinguishes between diversification and purely financial engineering.
Quaglini warns against companies existing solely to hold crypto, likening them to publicly traded hedge funds.
He, like others, is concerned about excessive leverage and potential forced selling due to debt covenants.
This transparency can lead to predictable sell-offs and increased volatility.
XRP hovered near $2.75 on Monday, down over 2% in 24 hours.
Traders are weighing key support and resistance levels identified by crypto analyst Ali Martinez.
Martinez stressed that XRP must hold above $2.77.
Otherwise, it risks falling towards $2.40.
A chart from Martinez illustrates a floor around $2.77 that previously attracted buying interest.
Breaking beneath that zone could leave the token vulnerable to deeper losses.
Martinez also suggested a more optimistic roadmap, highlighting $2.70 as a crucial level to defend.
$2.90 is the barrier XRP needs to break to turn momentum positive.
Binance Coin experienced significant price fluctuations over the past 24 hours, dropping from its recent high of $900.
The asset traded between $849.88 and $868.76.
This 2% fluctuation began with upward momentum but showed signs of weakening.
This volatility comes after recent filings with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and the growth of Binance Coin-focused treasury firms.
One such firm, B-Strategy, aims to hold up to $1 billion worth of Binance Coin.
While Binance Coin could not maintain its earlier gains, network activity increased significantly.
Daily active wallet addresses on Binance Chain more than doubled to nearly 2.5 million.
However, transaction volumes have been steadily declining since late June. Stellar's token XLM experienced a volatile 24-hour trading period.
It traded within a 5% range between 34 cents and 36 cents.
The session saw an initial period of stability.
Later, a sell-off pushed the token down from its 36-cent peak.
Trading volume increased to 57 million units as the market tested the 34 to 35 cent support zone.
Buyers returned, pushing XLM back up to 36 cents.
This surge in volume, reaching 70 million units, suggests institutional activity.
However, the price stalled around 36 cents, creating a range-bound structure. Hedera's HBAR token faced selling pressure as institutional investors reduced exposure.
This pushed the asset down about 4% between August 31 and September 1.
Trading activity concentrated around the $0.22 mark.
Intraday swings ranged from $0.23 highs to $0.22 lows.
Heavy selling emerged after hours, with more than 110 million tokens exchanging hands.
This underscores signs of coordinated divestment.
Market makers sought to stabilize the price in the $0.21 to $0.22 range.
However, resistance hardened above $0.22, capping any meaningful recovery.
Polygon, an Ethereum scaling network, saw its native token POL lead gains in the CoinDesk 20 index this past weekend.
POL surged 16% from Friday through early Monday, reaching above $0.29 for the first time since early March.
It has since slipped below $0.28.
The CoinDesk 20 index remained largely unchanged, with Bitcoin and Ethereum posting only minor gains.
While there is no definitive catalyst for Polygon's surge, some positive developments may have contributed.
Polygon was included in the United States government initiative to release economic data on blockchains.
The network also announced an integration with a Tether-focused cross-chain stablecoin protocol.
This could help boost the network as a key liquidity hub for stablecoin flows.
Bitcoin realized capitalization, which measures coin value at last transaction price, has reached a record high.
This growth persists despite a drop in Bitcoin spot price, indicating strong investor confidence.
Realized capitalization now exceeds $1 trillion.
The spot price has decreased by approximately 12% from its peak near $124,000.
Market capitalization declines with spot price because it values every coin at the current price.
Realized capitalization, however, adjusts only when coins are transacted and repriced.
This model considers dormant holdings and long-term holders as stabilizing factors.
These factors mitigate large losses even during negative short-term price movements.
That's a wrap on this episode of CryptoCast Daily. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more market updates, bold predictions, and fearless crypto insights.